My name is Sara Ivanhoe, and welcome to Yoga at Home. And I'm the yoga director here at USC. This is Madison, who likes to be a part of our yoga sessions. She's become quite the staple these days. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. I know it's really hard to find time for ourselves these days. It's just talking to someone who said she was in the middle of midterms, and I think so much of us are there's just one thing after another. It's really been a challenging time together. So it's really my belief that when we take a few moments to take a break from everything that's stressful, clear our head and take care of ourselves, that when we come back to our work and come back to everything we're trying to do, hopefully things are just a little bit better. So I'm hoping that we can do that today. So take a moment with your legs crossed comfortably, sit up nice and tall, and begin with a few deep ujjayi breaths. Remember, the ujjayi breathing is in and out through your nose, soft hollow sound in the back of the throat. And let's set our intention today with just a simple intention of putting on our own oxygen masks first. Just taking a little bit of time for ourselves so that we can do everything else a little bit better. And as we go through the practice today, it's tempting to kind of try to do everything right and all that. Just do every move, every breath with the intention of this is meant to make us feel better. So if anything you do makes you tense up or hurts or whatever, back off, take a breath, and remember this is very precious time. We don't have a lot of it, and everything we do here should be making us feel better. Okay, so go ahead and allow the eyes to open. I'm going to start today with a little bit of breath of fire. So this is a breathing technique that ignites and energizes us and very much gets us out of our head. It's going to be a quick, rapid fire, like rapid fire type of breath. So they call it breath of fire, where we're doing quick contractions with the diaphragm, quick focus on exhales, and then the inhales just naturally come in. And the idea is that this breath is just meant to kind of move the energy and burn off that which we no longer need. So the breath will look something like this. So don't do it yet, but here's just an example. So I take a deep breath in, and then I do quick, short exhales, and the inhales come in naturally. So it should sound something like this. Like this, right? Quick punch with the diaphragm. So let's try it together. We'll do for long series, and we'll do a deep breath in and hold, and we'll exhale. So starting with a little breath practice today. Deep breath in and breath of fire. Deep breath in. Hold your breath, hold it. Out through the mouth. Just take a natural breath. We're going to do 2 more just like that, and then we'll get moving. Okay? Deep breath in. Continue. And consider closing your eyes as the breath goes out, 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 out. Deep breath in. New energy, and hold the breath. Hold it. Out through the mouth. A natural breath or two. Okay, last one. Deep breath in. And start. Continue a little faster. Out, 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 out. Okay, and deep breath in and hold the breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold it and hold. Imagine new, fresh energy filling up your body. Out through the mouth. Okay, wonderful. And allow your eyes to open. And then right away, we're going to swing over onto hands and knees. Hands and knees. Let's see if I can get this girl out of the way. Okay. And we're just going to start with some simple cat cow the way we usually do. So you're going to inhale, lift your chest forward, sit bones up. And exhale, round the spine. And then continue like that a few times, inhaling and exhaling. Now, I'm going to often encourage you to close your eyes. Closing your eyes just helps you focus in on yourself. Okay, and then come to a neutral spine, and you lift up your right arm and left leg. So right arm and left leg, lift it up, opposite arm and leg. We're going to hold it here. And then release that down, and we'll get the other side, left arm and right leg. Okay, and then release. Going to curl your toes under, and we're going to press right back to downward facing dog. So some of you may be new to me. Some of you have been with me for a few weeks. Hands are shoulder distance, fingers basically pointing forward, arms squeezing straight, outer upper arm squeeze together. Pull my body up and back, and then just gently pedal your legs. So go for your right heel down, and then squeeze that left heel down, and just sort of opening up the Achilles tendons and the calves and all the muscles in the feet. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Feet are hip distance, parallel. Each hand's going to grab onto an elbow and let your head and your body hang here. Great. So one of the things we want to do is to try to release tension out of the body. Most of us have a lot of upper back and neck tension. So give your head a shake. No, 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 no. I don't know about you, but when I do that, I feel everything in the neck and shoulders releasing. And then walk the hands into down dog. And then let's bring the feet together. Take your right foot to the ceiling. Your hips are level. Roll the right thigh in. Flex your right foot back. So I'm using my belly to pull my body backwards. You're going to sweep the right foot up to your hands. Stay balanced on the toes and just stay here in a high lunge. So you want to make sure that that ankle is just below the knee. Sink your hips down. And then keep your left hand down and take your right arm up. So I feel my feet on the mat. I want to almost pull the mat into with my feet. And then release your hands down. We'll come right back to down dog. Bring the feet together. Take the left foot to the ceiling. Your hips level. Again, roll the thigh in and pull the body backwards. And then sweep that left foot up to the hands. Sink your hips down, check your distance here, and then your right hand will stay down, and then you're going to take your left arm up. Pull the hands away from each other. And then release your hands to the floor. Step back to down dog, and right away, walk your hands back towards your feet. Great. And then this time we're going to bring the hands up onto your shins. Pull your chest forward, your heart forward, your shoulders move away from the ears. So this is what we call a flat back or a heart forward or an Ardha Uttanasana position. And then we fold forward for a full Uttanasana, top of the head towards the floor. Let's do that now with the breath. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhaling. And exhaling. Wonderful. And walk your hands back to downward dog. Bring your feet together again. This time you'll take the right foot to the ceiling. This time let your hip open. You can do some ankle circles with your right foot. And circle the foot the other way. Right foot, sweep it all the way to your hands. This time bring your back knee to the floor. Again, just check, see that the ankle and the knee are in the right spot. And then you can stay here on your thigh if you like. You can take your arms up over your head if you like. Or today, I'm going to interlace my fingers behind my head. I'm going to pull my head back, pull my ribs in, and sort of get a stretch in the upper back here. Great. And then release the hands down. Go ahead and walk the right foot a little further forward and to the center. And you're going to flex your right foot, straighten the right leg, and fold forward over the straight front leg. I'm getting a nice sort of warm up hamstring stretch here. Now, many of you may want to bend the knee a little bit. Again, you don't need to get far down. You don't need to get a huge stretch. We want to focus on relaxing and letting go. So about 3 more breaths. Just drop your head and release. Deep Ujjayi breathing. And then release, hands to the floor. I'm going to take that right foot all the way back. I go back to downward facing dog. And then bring the feet together, left foot to the ceiling, and allow that hip to open. So my foot, I always do some ankle circles the first time it's up there. Moving the feet and legs, they all kind of take a pounding all day long and get very stiff. And left foot all the way to the hands, right knee to the floor, sinking my hips down. And then again, you've got your options. You can come up onto the thigh. Arms can come up. Or today, I'm interlacing the fingers, pull my belly back, pull my chest back. And my hands are sort of holding my head here. Couple of breaths here, really feeling the openness in the lungs with this back bend. And then release. And bring that left foot now to the center line. Flex your front foot, straighten the front leg, and fold. So again, don't be too anxious or eager here. I went for a big hike yesterday, so I'm pretty tight. Like I'm not going down as far as I usually do, and that's just okay. Close the eyes, drop the head, and see if you can try to release and let go of something. Okay, and then front foot meets the back. And then you're going to curl your toes under. Let's come into plank pose, top of a push-up position. Bring the feet together. Pick your right foot up an inch or two, pulling the belly in. Release it down. Pick the left foot up an inch or two. This is kind of all wakes up the core muscles. And then release, and then just put straight back to downward dog. Again, we're going to walk towards your feet. And then this time, interlace your fingers behind your back. And if they don't grab each other here, you can grab a towel or a belt or a strap or something. Arms lift up and then up and over the top. You can bend your knees here if you like. I usually, once I'm here, just turn my head side to side and try to let everything go. Release the hands down. Walk them into downward facing dog. Great. Pull the body backwards. Let's bring the feet together, right foot to the ceiling, and maybe bend your top leg, push through the heel if you like. Good. Right foot, sweep it all the way up to your hand. I'm going to stay balanced on the back toes. Again, you can keep your hands down, or if you like, take your hands up onto your front thigh and take your arms up into a crescent pose. So sometimes I bend my back knee a little bit just to pull the belly and tailbone down. But I like pushing through that back heel. I think that feels great. Keep the belly and the ribs in, so I'm not doing too much of like arching in the back. Arms energize up. Okay, hands to the floor. Right back to down dog. Let's go feet together, left foot to the ceiling. Bend the top leg, push through the heel. And then left foot all the way to the hands, balanced on the toes. Again, climb up onto the thigh. And then if you're game, arms come up. We call this a crescent lunge. Back knee bend it a little, pull the belly and ribs in, sink as far as is comfortable, and then go ahead and press your back leg as straight as is comfortable to you. Deep breaths here. If you're getting challenged on the balance, look at something that doesn't move. And then release hands to the floor. Good. Back to plank pose. And then let's plank pose all the way to the belly. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Lift the head, the chest, and then also the feet. Just going for a little back strengthener here. And then release and back to down dog. Again, we'll bring the feet together, right foot to the ceiling. Let the hip open. So you can bend the leg, you can straighten the leg, you can square the hip. Now you've done all the different options. Right foot up to the hands. Again, crescent pose. Arms are going to come all the way up. And then from here, you can keep the arms as they are, or today I'm going to interlace the fingers behind the back and kind of give it a little chest opener. Well, we did a lot of breathing at the beginning of class, that breath of fire, so the lungs are really going. Feels nice to get the chest open, but you guys have been hunched over all day over a computer, killing my posture. Okay, sweep the arms up. Just for today, a little back bend, and then release the hands to the floor and back to down dog. Okay, feet together, left foot to the ceiling. Now, whatever you did on side one, try it on side two. Left foot up to the hands. Come all the way up, crescent pose. And then if you are game, hands come behind you. Yeah, back, go for a little bit of a back bend, chest opener. Really sticking with the ujjayi breathing here so that my breath doesn't like, get all over the place. So the ujjayi breath, that hollow sound will help. Yeah, keep it smooth. Take the arms up. Go for the little back bend. And then hands to the floor. Let's go plank pose. And again, all the way down to the belly. Let's here take a little baby cobra. So we push the feet down, tailbone down, upper back up just a little bit. Let's go middle cobra, maybe high cobra, and then back to down dog. Okay, excellent. Now if you walk your hands back toward your feet, and then we're gonna do Padangusthasana. So each hand's gonna grab middle and index finger, grab onto the big toe, pull your chest forward, inhaling, and then exhale. We'll go top of the head to the floor, elbows out to the sides. Just let your head drop. Come back to your breath. Good. Lengthen the spine. Walk the hands forward to down dog. Great. Feet are going to come together. Right foot to the ceiling as your inhale. And then right foot all the way to your hands. Let's take Virabhadrasana 1. Left heel spins to the midline. Circle your arms up for warrior 1. Go ahead and get a nice, comfortable sit in that front thigh. Arms are up, squaring your body to the front. Back leg is strong. Ribs are in. Even breath. And then hands to the floor. Step back to down dog. Feet together, left foot to the ceiling. Left foot all the way to the hands. Right heel spins to the floor. And we're up to warrior 1 on side 2. Arms sweep up. You're gonna give your outer edge of your back foot a good squeeze. Back leg, keep it strong best you can. You only sit down as far as you feel. You don't have to push that. Arms energize you up and breathing. And release hands to the floor. And we're gonna go plank pose all the way down to the belly. Okay, now we're gonna add back bends here. So now you're gonna reach back, grab both feet, and we're just gonna go for a few moments. This is the bow. Belly is in, tailbone down, and then you just send your feet and legs up and back. Give it a last squeeze up and then release. Okay, let's take a child's pose. Push through your hands, come all the way back, sit your hips back on your heels, head to the floor. Close your eyes and take a little rest. Couple of deep breaths here. Slowly roll up. Let's give a couple little shoulder stretches. You'll take your right arm up over your head, bend at your right elbow. Left hand's going to grab onto the right elbow, pull it into the midline. Good, give a little squeeze here. Okay, and then release that, and let's get that on the other side. Left arm up, bend at the elbow. We'll give a little squeeze. Great. Let's counterpose it. Take the right arm up in front of you. Left arm's going to wrap under and around until the palms touch. You're going to lift your arms up, pull them away from your face, and drop your head down into your arms. Drop your head. So I don't know about you, but when I do this, I feel a stretch in between my shoulder blades. I feel it in the back of my neck. It's exactly what I need after a long day over the computer. Okay, and then open the eyes and release this one. Let's get it on side two. Left arm is up, right arm wraps under and around until they touch. Lift your arms up and away from your face. Drop the head and breathe. Close your eyes for a moment. Get a mental image of the back of your body and try clearing tension out of your body. Okay, open the eyes, release your arms, give the shoulders a little roll. Back to down dog. And then from here, I'm going to take my right foot to the ceiling and I'm going to let my hip open. I'm going to slide my right knee forward and through into a pigeon pose. And I sort of inch my way backwards and come onto my elbows. You might want to just stay here for a little bit. We're going to do a nice long hip opener. This works, or if you want to come down and rest on your forehead, that's good too. So I encourage you to try the Ujjayi breath here. If you're new to the Ujjayi breath, it's a little bit weird at first. It actually really helps you to sit down in it. Okay, and then from here, go ahead and come up onto your hands. And maybe you can just stay here if this is feeling good. If you want to, you can try taking your right hand into the center. Left hand is going to reach around and grab onto that left foot. Just give yourself a little quad stretch. Okay, and then release. Let's go back to down dog. Bring the feet together. Left foot's going to go up to the ceiling. Every time I do this move, I try to hit a different spot. And then left and through into pigeon. Take a moment, get the body nice and squared, and then let's settle in. Remember, the game for today was to try to let go of tension and just take care of ourselves for a moment so that we could go back and do everything else a little bit better. So if your mind is drifting to all of your to-do lists, try to bring your mind back. Try to follow the breath. Bring your mind back to wherever little might be some tension spots in your body that you want to let go of. Okay, and then come on up. And then maybe stay here, as there's really plenty of work. And then the left hand is going to maybe come to the center. And my right arm, I'm going to reach around and grab onto the foot and give the quad a little stretch. Nice. Try not to snap, release it, right? Whenever you let go of a stretch, let go mindfully. Great. Let's go back to down dog. And while we're here, we're going to get in our Ardha Ustrasana while we're kind of facing the side of the room here. So we've done this most of our classes together. You're going to curl your right toes under. Take your right hand towards your right heel. It can stay on your hip if you like. Right hand to right heel. And then left arm straight up and back behind you. And push through the feet to come on up. And let's get this on the other side. Curl your left toes under, belly pulls in, and the right arm's going to reach up and back behind you. You want to just allow your head to drop and you just kind of go with it here. Okay, and then come on up. And then today let's do a double camel, both-sided camel. So belly is in, tailbone down. You can keep your hands just on either sides of your hips, or if you want both toes under, reach back, grab for them. You want to push down to lift your chest up and dunk the head back and breathe. Okay, and then come all the way up. From here, we're going to take a malasana or squat. We've done this a few times together. So we're actually going to take the feet wide, walk the hands back. We're going to bring the heels towards the center and the feet out to the sides. So you may need to start like this. Sometimes I take um, my arms and I use them to sort of press the legs open and then lower myself down into the malasana squat. I want to lift the chest up here. Breathing. Okay, and then from here, let's take a little twist. So let's go left just to kind of, and then release that down. Let's get that on the other side. Right arm down, left arm up. And then back to center. And then, so try lifting your chest up. Your upper body's going to stay as it is. Just push through your feet only. Keep your upper body is the same. And let's go on 3. 1, 2, press through the feet, and 3, all the way to standing. Woo, bring your feet to hip distance parallel. And let's just do a little side to side to kind of open the upper body here. Just a little side to side, yeah. And just shake the right arm out a little bit and shake the left arm out a little bit and shake the right leg out and shake the left leg out. Ah, jump up and down, just kind of get all the gooey's out. Okay, ready. Now we're going to take our feet wide. Feet are about 3 feet apart and they're going to be parallel. Squeeze my legs strong. Hands are on the hips. Inhale, I lift the chest. And then exhale, I fold. Bring the hands to shoulder distance. If you can, the fingers and toes lined up, if that works for you. Pull the heart forward on your in-breath. And then exhale, fold top of the head towards the floor. So your head probably won't touch the floor. You want to allow the neck to release. Deep breaths. Good. Look forward, come halfway up here. You're going to take your right hand below your face, so that's in front of your feet. Lean into the hand and take that other arm up to the ceiling, so we're in a nice twist. You're going to press the feet down and pull the hands away from each other. And then release the hand down and go right into side two. Right into side two. Nice. Pull the hands away from each other. And then release both hands down. Release your head down. Hands to the hips. Shoulders back. Lead with the chest. Come all the way up to standing. We're going to move right into a triangle pose. So you'll turn your right toes out. So the right middle and index toe are going straight out to the right. The whole right thigh turns out to the side. And just make sure this leg, you want it towards straight, but you don't want it past straight. So you got to kind of gauge your own body there. But nice energized leg. Push down the outer edge of the foot. I hinge at my hip, and I'm going to slide my right hand down, shin, ankle, wherever it goes. And then top arm is up for triangle pose. Just be aware of the bottom shoulder. You don't want it to round forward. Bottom shoulder. Or kind of keep it coming back. A couple of deep breaths here. Same thing we did before. Stretch your hands away from each other. Okay, push down through the feet. Come all the way up to standing. Let's go right into side two. Arms out to the side. I want to make hinging at the hips here for triangle. That's what's going to make it easier and kind of flow. My hand slides down. And then once I get the place where my hand is down, push down through my hand for the whole thing to come up exactly like that. Hands pull apart and then just come back to the breath. All the way up to standing. And now I'm going to take my feet wide, but my heels are going to go in, my toes are going to go out. Bend at the knees and squeeze the knees out over the pinky toes. I'm going to start with your arms out to the sides here. We're going to do a little breath and movement. So just make sure you stick with me with the breath. So you're going to inhale, open to the side. Exhale, just come to straight. Inhale. Exhale, I come up tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And keep going on your own at your own pace. You may want to speed up. You may want to slow down. But just make sure that you exhale to tall. Inhale, open the side body. And exhale, come to center. And just do a few more on your own. Okay, and release. Turn the toes in and the heels out. So again, my feet are parallel. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold top of the head to the floor, hands to the floor in front of you. Done this movement with your hands already today. So you don't want to kill yourself, but you should just start to feel the shoulders warming up. Push down through the feet, come all the way to standing. Okay, great. We're going to go back into triangle. We're going to go right into half moon. So you turn the right toes out, left toes in. Arms are coming out to the sides. Hinge at your hips. You're going to slide the hand down. Hit triangle just for a moment. Top hand comes to your hip. And you're going to catch your balance between the right foot, the right hand, left leg is going to slide up. Flex the left foot, When you're ready, add the left hand to the ceiling. Couple of deep breaths here. Now, top hand, put it on your hip. Bend your front knee. Today, you step your left foot way back, and you want to get your right foot, the big toe heel, in line with the back arch. You're going to come all the way up. Reach that arm all the way up and back behind you and slide the bottom hand back down the back leg. Bend the front knee, make sure it's tracking straight ahead. Good, and breathing here. Maybe bottom hand grabs the top wrist. And come all the way up and release. We'll get that on the other side. So just go ahead and swap your feet. You turn the back toes in, turn the front toes out. I'm just going to shift towards the back of my mat a little bit. I'm going to go right into the triangle pose. So I slide down, get the hands set, and then top hand, I usually start on the hip. Bend the front knee, catch the balance between the left foot and the left hand. Right foot slides in, flex the foot and take that right foot up, 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 up. Straighten the bottom leg. Yes, and top arm up and breathe. If you're having trouble with your balance, look at something that doesn't move. And then top hand, put it on the hip, bend your front knee. And like we did on side one, you slide way, way, way back. Front knee is going to bend. Bottom arm reaches all the way up and over. Slide down the back leg. And then maybe bottom hand grabs the top wrist. Give it a pull. Okay, and then release all of it. We're going to do one last standing forward bend. Your legs are hip distance. Your legs are wide, feet hip, pointing straight ahead. And then just fold forward. This time, when we did this before with our toes, middle and index finger grab onto your big toes. Pull your chest forward, and then elbows go out to the sides. Yeah, so you sort of bend the elbows out to the side. Lean forward a little bit, not so forward that you fall forward. Just forward a little bit and give the legs a good squeeze. Lengthen the spine, inhaling. Exhale, hands to your hips, shoulders back, all the way up to standing. Great, and then bring the legs back together. Let's just do a tree pose so we get a little balance. You're going to stand on your left foot, spread your toes wide, bend the knee out to the side, and you can keep the foot like right there is fine if you want, or if you want, you reach around and grab, take it up to the top of your thigh, catch your balance, and do that by looking at something that doesn't move, and then either stay here or take your arms up. So I can cheat because my hands touch the ceiling here, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to bend at my elbows and actually practice the balance. It really helps me get in the moment here. We're going to release slowly, so try not to snap out of it. Just come out of it slowly. What I was just saying, it helps keep me in the moment. I really like balancing poses. The moment my mind drifts off of something else, I start to fall over, right? So it really helps teach me how to keep my focus rather than being like all over the place. So we're gonna get side two. Go ahead and spread the right toes, get nice and grounded in the right foot, bend the knee out to the side. Either, again, this is spine, or reach around, grab the foot, pull the belly in, tailbone down, level your hips best you can, arms maybe go up, and do try balance. balance to help your mind focus. Those of you that are working on your midterms, a lot of it is trying to keep your mind focused. Okay, and release. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to check our time. We are in very good shape. Okay. Take one chair pose. Your hips are going to go back and down. Arms are going to circle up. And then exhale, release your hands to the floor. Drop your head. Pull the heart forward. Inhale. Step back to your knee. I think your last down dog here. Give it a good squeeze. And then come down to child's pose. Knees to the floor. Sink your hips to your heels, your head to the floor, and breathe. Okay. Slowly roll up. So what we're going to do now is come to the side, and I'm going to take a little Upavishta Konasana, wide leg, seated forward fold. So I usually flex my feet, strengthen my legs, and I like pushing from behind. Kind of gets me in there, but don't overdo, just go easy. Some of you may want to just press from behind for your whole time, keeping the spine long. It's a nice way to do that. If you feel comfortable, you can take your hands towards the floor in front of you, but don't rush this, right? Remember, the point of today is to let go, release the stress. So wherever's comfortable for you, fold forward, but allow your eyes to close. And we're just going to actually let this cook here for a little longer than usual. If the stretch is not relaxing, it means you're in it too far. So you should back off. Back off until you feel just a little something, and you can release. Okay, and slowly come up. And then from here, we're going to just take a little side stretch. So go ahead and take your right arm down just as far as it's comfortable to you. Your left arm's going to go up. And then if it feels comfortable to allow that elbow down, you can do that. If it feels comfortable to take the arm over, you may. If you feel like you want to take it on the inside, and you may find the foot available to you if you want to leave that. Don't have. Slowly come up. Oh, that felt great. Okay, and we'll go over to side two and just slowly let yourself climb in there. And it starts to fold, maybe it's comfortable to bring your arm on the inside of the leg. And then maybe it's comfortable to roll your body up. Okay, and then release. Nice, nice, nice. You're going to bring your legs all the way back in. Give your knees a little hug, and they're going to roll to your side. So go ahead and stretch your right leg out in front of you. Left knee is going to bend out to the left for Janu Shirshasana. So I'm going to square our bodies towards the leg. That right foot's flexed, and I want to lengthen myself as I fold forward and down. Drop your head, close your eyes. Wanting to spend a little more time on these forward bends today so that it could be a little bit more stress relieving. Okay, and slowly come up. Let's get this on the other side. Janu Shasana on side two. So I kind of square myself to the leg, and then it's not really necessarily conventional, but I like kind of crawling my way down. Allow the head to drop and breathe. Okay, and then slowly come up. And then we're going to do one last forward bend here. You're going to take your feet wide away from you. So not this one, not where your feet are all the way in, but where your feet are all the way out. So if my feet could go any further away from me, they come apart, right? So I bring them in just enough so that they're touching a big distance. This is what we call a tarasana or a star pose. Kind of take my hips back, and then I just bring my face towards the feet. And relax your head down and slow down the breathing. Okay, and slowly come on up. Gonna come all the way onto the backs, bring the knees to the chest. Perfect. I'm gonna do a little relaxation pose here today. Oh, this feels great. On the back, knees to chest. And we're gonna do a little Supta Baddha Konasana. So you bring your feet down to the floor, and then allow your knees to flop open. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. I'm going to hold this, just allow this to open. You don't push it down, you just allow it to drop down. As you can see, I'm pretty tight today. My legs are not going that far. No big deal, I don't care. Interlace the fingers, turn them inside out, reach the arms up over the head, clear out the lungs, get some space in between the ribs. And then from here, I'm going to put my right hand on my heart, and my left hand on my belly. Let the elbows flop to the floor. Close your eyes. And just slow down here for a few moments. Allowing the hips to open, allowing new energy into the body. Okay, and from here, bring the knees to your chest. We're going to take one final twist, and then we'll be in our relaxation pose. Let's do both knees together today. So both knees together, take them over to the left. Keep the knees together and stretch your right arm out to the right. You can let the shoulder touch or float off the floor, your choice. Look out over the right shoulder and breathing. Knees coming to the chest. And let's take both knees over to side two. Both knees over the side, twist over to the other side. Okay, knees are going to come into the chest, give them a hug. And then we are going to move into the final relaxation pose. So go ahead and sit your legs all the way flat down, arms out to the sides. So I'm going to come up to sitting while you guys do this final relaxation pose. So let your eyes close. Allow your feet and legs to flop open. Give your fingers a little squiggle. Eyes are closed. Slow your breathing down, and we're going to be here together for about 1 minute relaxing. Just tell yourself you deserve 1 minute to just slow down. Slow the breath down. Okay, that is time for today. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, if you guys have questions or requests for the yoga, like if you'd like it to be a little faster, a little slower, a little harder, a little easier, if you have themes or anything that you know you'd like to work on here together, please do email me. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, please enjoy this moment of relaxation. Maybe give yourself a few more minutes to sort of soak in the effects of it. I wish you the best, and I will see you guys next week. Namaste.